Thank you very much. Now we have a big problem actually being members of Genesis. Women. We don't get the women. I don't know why. I mean, we're not a bad-looking bunch of guys, well, apart from Nir. But we don't get the women. So, as a contingency plan, these robotic lighting trusses here actually double up as our girls on the road. We take them to bed at night and go for it. And this charming lady here, being our Irish connection, this is Anto's girl, and we call her Dolores. Beautiful green eyes there. What do you think of her? She's I'd give her one. Now Mike's, believe it or not, Mike's girl, who we call Heidi, has actually been on the road for 30 years. 30 years, that's longer than I've been alive, which is quite frightening really, but she shows me a thing or two. Now Nir, you'll notice a couple of colours there for Nir's girl. We call her Gladys, and the reason there's two colours is that because she is the drummer's girlfriend, she has of course got a split personality. So that's what that's all about. Now Tony, well you might recognise Tony's girl because she used to go out with Daniel O'Donnell, and although nobody actually saw them together, but she used to go out with Daniel many moons ago, and she's actually from Scotland. We call her Bonnie, and she likes to demonstrate what she does for Tony when they're in bed together. So this is kind of roughly what happens. Now sadly Tony is not getting any younger, and this tends to be what happens now. So it's one of those things, you see, age comes to us all. So that's the girls there. Now sadly I have no one. I have no one. But I'm looking for that right girl. Every gig we do, trying to find the right girl for me. I wonder, is she out there tonight somewhere? Is she? I could shag a few guys by the sounds of it. But that's good. So I'm looking. I don't believe it, honestly. I'm looking for the right girl. Just think, you could come back to Scotland with me and we could spend long romantic weekends together. What do you think? There's still a lot of guys. Come on girls. You have a voice, there you are, that's better. Yeah, I just think we could spend long romantic weekends together. And we could spend, will you shut up, you're making me edgy. And stop it. Honestly. And we could spend them at my home by the sea.